What is education? Supriya?
So for me, it is a never-ending process of learning. So I think education for me is a never-ending process of learning.
Never-ending process of learning. Okay, great. Anyone else? Nandini?
We get knowledge, as we have education, so we get knowledge about lots of things.
It's the process of acquiring knowledge. Okay. Anyone else? One last response, Shalini.
Education is an opportunity where we can explore more.
Opportunity to explore more. Great. So now what we're going to do is, in our benches, because we're sitting in threes, we're going to do a think, pair, share of, write the question. What is the purpose of education? You're going to discuss this with your benchmates for the next 1 minute and write the answers in your notebook.
The purpose of education is to gain knowledge and be a good person in our life and to know about good and bad things. Gain knowledge and solve what is wrong and be a good person in our life.
Be a good person. Okay. Good response. Megha?
According to me, the purpose of education is to give adequate knowledge to people so that they are civilized, and it helps in the development of country and also human resource and economic development for a country.
So we're talking about civilization, development, and economic and human resource. All right. One more response. Gitanjali? To be independent. Great. So this video is giving us a perspective on what they feel education should be. So it's very different from the education that we are currently receiving. Okay, and while we are watching that video, I'm writing a geo on the board. Note it down. Make sure you are filling in that geo while you are watching the video.
About education doesn't necessarily mean spending more money, building more schools, employing more teachers, or making exams more difficult. Rather, it should mean focusing more on the real purpose of education.
Now I want you to fill in this geo in your groups for the next, say, 5-7 minutes. Yeah.
Do the other things that they want. And I think was the best idea. And do you think it is important?
इस वाले स्कूल का सिस्टम होगा in that they'll learn how the way they want to और कैसे मतलब what the student aspires to do in life.
And like we spend the most of time with our teachers
So that students can do better.
do better. And even teacher focus on the weakness of the students to understand where they are, where the time is.
They wanted to deal with money and get more profit, and it is important. Yes, it is important
Why?
because all the work is done by money.
Because money is an important aspect of our lives. पैसे के बिना खाना भी नहीं आएगा. Okay. Does our current system have it? Yes. Current system has it? Yes. You learn about how to generate money? All right. Does anybody have a different opinion? Something different that they've written? Yes.
But they really don't teach us the skills that are required for that.
Yeah.
So they just teach us through like from the book whatever it is there and write answers.
Economics you learn in school will actually not tell you how profits are generated and how you can contribute in your family towards profit generation apart from getting a job. Bhumika, do you want to answer?
We also all aim to achieve that if we will study so we can achieve our goals. And it is
Do we agree? Yeah, continue.
and we also can success in our life.
Learn about ourselves. How will you get that success? What will you know about yourself? एक minute. Just pause. Nidhi,
Because it is important, we will able to identify ourselves what is our weakness and strength, and also we can get to know like what is good thing and what is bad.
Who will tell us why it's important? Kanchan.
So it is important to develop ourselves because we will get to know what are our weakness and we will develop it and we'll make it as our strength to improve ourselves.
Does our current system have it? No. Relationships, like how many boyfriends have you had in the last 2 months? No. Okay. Yeah. So what relationships is it important? Pinky.
For a better life.
How will improved relationships in your life lead to a better life?
We will not feel lonely, like someone is there for us. So this will lead to we will be safe from depression.
Okay. So are you talking about mental health?
No.
Happier mental health. I mean better mental health, sorry. That's a great point.
If we are in depression, so there is someone with us who can make us get out of it, like parents. So if you are struggling from something, so at last they are with us to help us and to be with us in our needs.
Anyone wants to add? Meenakshi? Exactly, very good. अगर आप mentally fit हो, आपकी productivity ज़्यादा है. You can do more, you can achieve more, you can be a better person.
The Adults for Education aims to achieve that they should be learning kindness, forgiveness and anxiety over there.
So like we said, education is a constant, never-ending process of learning. So it's not like मैं 18 की हो गई तो मुझे सब आता है. अब मैं हो गई हूँ boss. It's not like that. You still have to keep learning about so many things because there are so many adults who are struggling with a lot of things and they don't know how to deal with it. Simply because we've never learned it. We're going to do jigsaw reading. There are basically 3 countries of which you're going to learn key facts and statistics about. Okay? कि उन countries में what goes on, like what is their education system like and what are the key statistics. One is Finland, one is England, one is China. Create your own vision of education. Basically, what sort of education system do you want? And some things you have to mention are what aspects will your system of education have and why. Like what do you make? Again, think of a child in that system and think of that child after the system's intervention in his or her life. वो किस टाइप का इंसान बन रहा है या बन रही है. ठीक है? What are some skills, knowledge, mindsets that she has? So just do a aspect I want to include, reason and what do I aim to achieve.
So we have designed a school of our dreams which really focuses on holistic education. So how education can really help us become a better human being and help us develop our own skills and do what help us achieve what we want to achieve in our life as a person. So
Skills development classes and professional training. Explore ourselves, grow as a person, to be about our strengths, to know our strengths and the weaknesses, and to get professions and follow our passion, to be independent and experienced.
Exchange of programs means that in other country they have different views of learning and different things to learn, so we can know in these things we can explore more or know their views and their things and also to build your skills, how they are learning and what are the things they are doing for their effective studies and academics, so we can take help from them.
and we also want mental and physical development. So there are students who are mentally not that confident or they don't have that faith in themselves and they're very scared and they are not able to express themselves or present their views. So when there'll be teachers or there'll be people focusing on their mental strength and they'll be there to help them, support them, then they'll be they will be like ready, and they'll be more focused and be happy when they are learning, because our current education system does not focus on happiness.
We have a aspect that is stress-free life where we are very stressful over these days, that we can see everyone have a lot of stress, exam ka stress, all that. So we just want to one aspect that. And other is open space for all, where we can share all our things, our feelings, all our thoughts about one another.
And independence is the most important thing, as we live in a democratic country, so we need to feel independent to choose what we want to choose, and to feel free to choose what is our goal and what is our dream to achieve. So I think we think that independence is important. And the last thing, our aim. So our aim is that we should be free to follow our path, and feel free to go where we want to go, and just follow, and not feel unsatisfied, and feel satisfied in what we ever do in our future. So that is our aim. And we have thought of some things classes which we can do to achieve our aspects. So the first class is we can do student counseling, so that can help the student come over a lot of things. And second, we can do the reflection classes where we reflect about ourselves or around. And third, we can do about environmental learning, where we will learn about our environment. We have interest-based classes. So if someone is interested in something else, like someone is interested in math, someone is interested in science, so they can follow whatever they want to.
So you talked about interest-based classes. What if our interest is not in the given subjects and we have something else as
so
our
that
interest?
is what it is. So like if your interest is in dancing, so we'll have dancing classes, and we'll improve the skill of dancing. And then if the kid want to become a dancer, the kid can follow that path and go follow that in the future. Yes.
Does it guarantees you to have a successful career ahead?
Like
Practice you can have.
at least you will have that satisfaction where you won't feel burdened that you are following something what you don't want to and what you are not liking.
You know how we always have like a lot of things we want to do, but then we're stuck by reality. Like you want to, I don't know, be a dancer, but you have so many constraints, right? Similarly, going forward, I want you to keep in mind that the power to change is in your hands. There are so many things we're not okay with in our daily life, including education. We spend half our day in school and we're not happy. Or maybe we are. But if we are, we should go forward and portray and sort of project this happiness towards others. And if we're unhappy, we should stay in the system and try to transform it. The power lies within our hands. So let's be the reformists that we always, let's bring out the reform that we always want to see.